I'm Chloe. I'm 56 years old, and I used to have selective mutism. I think it began around 8 years old, and it gradually got worse and worse throughout my childhood. It's very difficult to know how to deal with this when one has it. I didn't get any help for it. I didn't know what was wrong. Nobody else knew what was wrong. I just couldn't talk in a lot of social situations. By the time I was 19, I simply couldn't talk to any strangers at all. I was at university. Other students would talk to me, and I'd just have to pretend that I didn't hear what they were saying or didn't notice that they were talking to me, because to try to reply to them, I knew I wouldn't be able to say anything, and that would be really embarrassing. It's really difficult to get help for this, because if you can't talk, you can't go see a psychotherapist or any kind of mental health professional. You can't go see a physician. It took a long time before I was able to get through this. One can get through this. Still in my early 20s, I was not able to order food for myself at a restaurant. I would have to rely on friends or family that I was with. Gradually, through a lot of hard work, taking very small steps at a time, I gradually began to be able to talk to people, and just found that it was so wonderful to be able to talk to people. You can tell that I'm really emotional about this, even though I no longer have selective mutism. The pain of this, the pain of going through this, and so the memories of this are just, it's just such an unpleasant thing to have. I don't think that most people understand that we want to talk. We just can't talk. A good example of how that happens is the last time I had an episode of selective mutism was back when I was 37 years old. I actually thought that I had got completely over it by then, and I agreed to do a television interview on behalf of my company. And so I was asked the first question, and I couldn't say a word. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't take a breath in or breath out. It was literally like I was paralyzed. And this was on television, and that's pretty embarrassing. And I really wanted to just run away, but I knew that I couldn't run away. So what I did to get through that was to close my eyes and just block everything out. Block everything out until I could take a breath in. I took a breath in, and then I opened my eyes, and I began to talk. This is so emotional to me. Since then I've done over 100 television interviews. So you can get through this. To all of you people with selective mutism, I know how tough this is, but you really can get through it. You may have to take little steps at a time. Don't chew off too much at once, but you can get through it. And now I have so many wonderful friends. I love talking with people. I'm a very social person now. Thank you so much for watching this.